As the days to come closer to the release date, we also get more information on different units that the new characters in the game actually play. And one of those cards are, in my opinion, one of the best love letter for the older player. As even though it is original unit, it actually is a great revisit to one of the most well-known Mega Blast unit in the original Vanguard, Vortex Dragon. But how good is this form of Vortex Dragon 3000 years after the event of the original Vanguard? Well, that is exactly what I'm gonna be talking about today. So we only have the one unit to talk about, as just like most of the Diaz Day boss unit, there is no right line. So let's go ahead and talk about it. With Hellfire Dragon, Verbal Dragon. This unit has total of 3 different skills, where at the beginning of your main phase, energy charge 3 every single turn, and act on Vanguard circle, not once per turn. Energy blast 3, choose one of your opponent rare card and retire it. If you do not retire a card, this unit get 5k until end of turn. But if your opponent rank card is grade 3 or greater, this unit get 10k instead of 5. And last but not least, at the end of battle this unit attack, if you energy blast 6 or more in the total cost of this unit abilities this turn, counter blast 1, stand this unit, and it get drive minus 2 until end of turn. So blast 1 card with the same name as this unit, and this unit get drive plus 1 until end of turn.
Yes, I like that.
The reason why I'm saying this is literally a Vortex Dragon evolved form is, for one, its attack name is Burning Inferno, which is literally the upgraded version of the original version of the attack, Burning Hell. And secondly, it was implied heavily in the review stream as well, so there you go. But does Verbal Dragon actually do a good job? Well, you might have noticed by now that there is a lot of similarity between Verbal Dragon and Varga. Both of them is a restander Vanguard that has ability to retire rare cards. But the main benefit of Verbal Dragon is flexibility. This unit can retire more than just a front row like Varga, and do not forget, Varga does retire your own board as well. And secondly, there is a little bit more flexibility and synergy with the Dragon Empire card, in a sense that Verbal Dragon does synergize better with Dragvida because the restand skill trigger at the end of battle, unlike Varga where his skill trigger at the start of
the attack.
So there is essentially some flexibility within that. And on top of that, getting additional energy is a great thing. In one of the recent video, I'm talking about how they should be a little bit more aggressive with the energy usage or play around with energy a little bit more, and I do glad they do something along this line. Not a high bar, I know.
It's unfortunate.
But this doesn't mean Verbal Dragon is perfect, purely because of the fact that you do have to use his EB6 for his skill to make sure that you actually get the skill off. This means that after turn 3 onwards, you are more or less forcing to use EB6 every turn to make sure that you can restand with Verbal Dragon. And to top things off, he has a similar issue with Varga, in a sense that like if you don't have a counter charge, you cannot restand as well. Though in the case of Verbal Dragon, his EB3 skill is still useful enough to actually play around, and you can opt out for not using EB6 to essentially just use cards like Farhat to literally just spawn back the field. And yes, I do recommend you still running Farhat in this deck because of if you're going second, there will be excess energy. So how good is Verbal Dragon as a deck? Well, in general, he fit right into the Dragon Empire as a boss unit purely because of the fact that he have a lot of good synergy with the generic support of Dragon Empire, which are usually catered for the Overlord playstyle. And what would you know, he is technically an Overlord unit. And on top of that, he does have a lot of good control thanks to his ability and the fact that you have to use his ability. And most importantly, he more or less pay for his own cost because of his ability to gain more energy as well. But this doesn't mean that he is perfect, because you are gonna be forcing to use most of your extra energy to pay for his cord regardless, unless you don't have extra counter blast. And secondly, the Sophie choice of either retire or get power is not exactly a good Sophie choice, at least in my opinion, as this means that you can literally just call more regards to literally remove the additional power that Verbal Dragon can actually get. Some people might say, oh, that is a waste of hand, but here's the thing, superior call exists. This means that against those type of decks, Verbal definitely have to rely on engines like Order Lord engine to actually maintain the power increment. And with him having just himself for the support, it also means that you're gonna be heavily relying on a lot of the generics, which kind of deters most of the player from playing it in real life, but maybe in their days. And that's Verbal Dragon, a very good love letter that I got a feeling they do it partially because of the vintage fight in the Dear Days too. So I think this will be a very good question to end this video show off with. Are you guys getting the others too? And whether are you getting it for the vintage fight? That's all I have for today. Take care of yourself, don't forget to clap that sub and become a member for some cool perks. And this is Mac Mechanic signing out.